In this video, we will be replacing the Upstream oxygen sensor in this 2012 Ford F150. We're going to start by taking a look underneath the vehicle. I have raised the vehicle and supported it with safety stands. I also have wheel chocks and have set the parking brake. Now where my safety stand is positioned just inside of the passenger side front tire, we are going to be looking about straight up from the location of this safety stand. And again, to orient ourselves, we have our safety stand, we have the transmission pan, and we have our catalytic converter. We're going to be following the catalytic converter up into the engine. And taking a little closer look, we have our catalytic converter. The other side of that, we have our turbo. Between that, we have a section of exhaust pipe. And in that section, we have our O2 sensor. And a couple things I notice, this will be a little problematic because we need to unscrew the O2 sensor and pull it back. So we'll have to push some of this insulation out of the way. Additionally, if we follow that O2 sensor, the wire actually runs away from the engine bay, so we'll need to pull that wire out. And it is lodged back behind all of the other wires, so it does take a little work to get your hand up in there to get that. I have a standard set of O2 sensor removal adapters for my ratchet. However, the exhaust pipe is too big of a diameter to be able to use an extension to get onto that adapter. So I will be cutting the O2 sensor wire. Just be careful you don't cut any other wires. And then I will be slipping on a 22 millimeter combination wrench with the box end or the closed end over that O2 sensor. And the hardest part was then getting enough leverage to loosen this up. I did spray it with penetrating oil and whatnot, but it was very difficult to remove. And we can then follow the remainder of our wire to our wiring harness. This is held on by two retaining pins on the back side. And the harness itself has a small tab that needs to be depressed, all of which you can't see very easily. And I do like to compare my new part with my old part to make sure that the connectors are the same. And it is worth noting that our new part comes with anti-seize on it already. And we can proceed with the installation of the new part. Now there is not very much space to work in when you are trying to put this in. The torque specification is 30 to 35 foot-pounds, and possibly a claw-foot torque wrench could get in there. I don't have one, so I made do with the open end of a combination wrench to get it as tight as I could. And we can then reconnect our wiring harness, and we want to work that back into place, into those retaining clips. Any excess wire we can then push up back behind our other bundle of wires, and I am going to finish that off with a zip tie just so nothing comes loose. And this repair should be complete.